got a 907 number, 907, you're live, Freedom Friday. What's your name? What's your comment?
Hey, it's the old boomer from Alaska.
Hey, Laura, what's on your mind, Laura?
Well, what's on my mind is the young man just kind of triggered a little bit what I was going to talk about anyways. In 1960s, we had JFK running against Nixon, and he barely won. I wasn't a boomer then. I was a first-time young voter. And I voted for JFK because he truly believed in literally shooting for the moon. And he talked about, even then, universal health care. Stated that England had universal health care 30 years before us. He gave us what Obama tried to emulate. And because he truly was giving it to us, he was assassinated. So, time's repeating itself a little bit here. At that time, we had Nixon, who was being impeached and was a crooked son of a bitch. And then come along this young man, and he gave us hope. So much hope that not only voting counted, and it does count, but what counts more was every one of our asses, dirty hippie, Black Panthers, Malcolm X, MLK, all of us, we're all pushing so hard for this country to be its best. So some of us boomers are still here at 25 years old in the heart. And we're fighting alongside of our grandchildren to get what we should have had then. And what we've had all along is Bernie Sanders for 40 years in political life. But even prior to that, when he was just a young man, he was not a dirty hippie, he was just a regular, young, woke, as you all say, man who could chain himself to a woman of color in Chicago to say no more. There was generations of us, millions and millions of us, and a lot of us have died, yes. But many of us are still here. We get one opportunity right now to make a list of your wish list, your Christmas wish list, of everything you want for your children, yourself, and your country. And you make that list. Check it twice, honeys. And you vote for the man, because there is nobody else. We are the richest country in the world. We print our own damn money. I want to tell you a little truth tonight. We have a man here in Alaska who is voted, and his name is Dunleavy. He's a Trump sycophant.
So hello, Alaskans. We're down here in Washington, D.C., and we just had a great meeting with the President of the United States, Donald Trump, and Vice President Pence. And we talked about a number of things involving Alaska. As you know, the President, when he flies to Asia, stops in Alaska. We get an opportunity to go on board Air Force One and sit down and have conversations with him about Alaska, about jobs, resource development, defense, you name it. And the President's been a real advocate for the state of Alaska, as well as the country as we know.
I got a letter today, along with all the rest of us elders. In our state constitution, marijuana was legalized in 1977, the greatest secret ever came from America. At any rate, we have a great constitution, but this man's like Trump. He is a Trump sycophant, literally. He goes to Breitbart, he listens to Shapiro, the list goes on. He just sent out letters. Pioneer homes. And pioneer homes are for all of us who worked hard, pioneered Alaska to make it what it is. And so that when we got old, we could have a beautiful place to retire and to that was very low cost because we worked hard. He just cut them. He's now, literally, we have in this tiny little town of Juneau, 33,000 people. We have now 2,000 of them who have nowhere to go. He stopped Medicaid expansion. He ended adult public assistance for people who are blind, elderly, and disabled.
Good afternoon, Alaska. Today I signed the State of Alaska operating budget for fiscal year 2020, which included a series of line item vetoes to better align our state expenditures and revenues.
He cut it. The big check was a whole $362. Now we get $127. He cut our sourdough benefits, which is our money that we paid into for our retirement in Alaska. He took it all away. They gave it all to the oil companies. He's a Koch brother, buddy. Voting matters. Getting your ass out into the streets matters. And if you're not willing to fight for your country, then what the hell are you doing? If you're not willing to stand in a line and say, yeah, I'm going to miss some paychecks, but guess what? If I don't, I'm going to miss a whole bunch of jobs. This is a false economy. It's a gig economy. We are poorer than we ever have been. And the only man who is shooting for the moon needs us to shoot for the moon with him. He can't do it by himself. God, I don't mind being called a boomer, because I'm old. You look at me and you think, it's just a wheelchair, it's a boomer. But this old boomer was a young woman, like millions of other young women and men, who got out in the streets with their brothers that were brown and black, white, gay. And we pushed for the rights that you guys enjoy now. So if you want to make a country better, get your asses up. Get it done. I love you all, but time is short. And we have one chance. And if we don't do it, we deserve every bullshit thing we get. I love you all. But get out there and get to it. All the rest of this is window dressing and distraction. And if you can't see that, then there ain't no hope. But I believe in all of us. And I believe that we can get this done. There's only one man who stood for us. And we damn well better stand with him.
All right, Laura, thank you so much for the phone call. We appreciate it. All right. I'm trying to go to the next call, try to get everybody in. I'm going to leave that there.